I keep forgetting to do this, but a friend of ours just started up a YouTube channel called Idaho Mountain Built. So take a look at it. He's just starting out, and after seeing my flashlight review, he wanted us to do this, which is kind of funny. But hopefully, yeah, there you go.
Probably a shaving kit for Gary.
I don't know what that would be.
Ooh.
So what he's been doing is he's been making some salami. He made a turkey stew and some other things. He's been training some mules, and he's, like I say, he's just trying to figure out how to get some of these downloaded and stuff. And I expect some really big things from him. He's a neat guy. He's got all sorts of he does a lot of different things, all sorts of neat videos that he showed me that he hasn't put on. Okay, so he's got a freeze dryer, and this weighs nothing. That's a 1 1/3 cup stew. Well, that's how much water you add, I guess. Anyway, this is the wild turkey stew that he just did on his video, and then freeze dried them. And black beans and ham. And he wanted us to give it a try. It's awful nice of him. Like I say, that doesn't weigh nothing. I don't know what to compare it to. It's like a half a soda pop or something, maybe. I don't know what this is. What's in there? Anything?
Not that I can tell. Like I said, it's a shaving bag for you. A muskrat shaving bag.
It might be.
Oh, no.
That's exactly what it is, because there's nothing in it. It's got to be a shaving kit for me.
Mm-hmm. Sure. The crazed mountain hobos.
That's right.
So I guess tomorrow we'll have this for lunch.
Okay, sounds good.
For lunch.
Okay, well.
And by the way, everybody out there, Gary thought I didn't know where his beaver tails were.
She found the bucket in the bathtub.
Well, it's not that hard. So no, he can't pull anything off on me. I knew it was in there right away. I could tell by the smell.
I didn't think it smelled that bad, but I guess she's got a better nose than I do.
Yeah.
Mine's been all burned out with skunks and things.
And sniffing wolf piss. Thinking it's
yeah.
nose spray.
So,
yeah.
so I'm only in a little bit of trouble.
A little bit. Yeah, he's trying to hide stuff. He can't hide stuff. At least not in the house here.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I gotta put it in the pump house probably, but I need to get some more lime. That lime is it got wet and it's old and it didn't dissolve very well.
No, and I need lime anyway because every spring, I rake the lawn. I'm thatching the lawn. I'm raking up all the dead stuff and dog droppings and stuff. And I add lime to it once it starts to warm up a bit because grass actually likes sweetened soil. We're very alkali here. So I put lime on it. It'll kind of kill the smell from the dogs all winter long, and it'll green my lawn up.
It's pretty amazing. That lime you put on the grass, in no time at all, it'll turn really green.
Yeah.
In fact, what I got in that bucket with the beaver tails, I'll probably dump that on the lawn, scatter it out some.
Yeah, and I use it in my chicken coop once or twice a year in their run. I don't use it actually in the coop itself. I put a little bit in their boxes, and I have what they call a droppings board. You slide that out and clean it off. A couple times a year I'll throw lime down on that too. Not a whole lot, just enough to that. But if your lawn's not greening up in spring, try putting lime on it. You don't need much. And you want to make sure you use garden lime that you get at like Ace Hardware. Don't use the stuff they use for mixing cement. It'll burn your lawn up. It's too caustic for it. The garden lime is it's lime, but it's a different type.
I didn't know that.
So there is 2 different types of lime. Just kind of keep that in mind that you want to use garden lime and stuff. So today, I've been catching mice.
Be careful which finger you're using there, hon.
And the trap got me this morning, and it was really cold, and I washed it, and then it started bleeding again. So no, Gary didn't break my
You just
fingers.
slipped off everybody.
Yeah, I just slipped off everybody. I didn't flip off. I was showing everybody my owie.
Okay, so how much water did it say?
1 1/3 cups. That you don't want to eat. That's what it looks like.
Interesting.
So I brought my water to a boil. I kind of turned it down a little bit so it didn't boil too hard.
Well, it looks like it's rehydrating really fast.
Smells good.
Well, it sure looks good.
I'll get my chicken up. So this will be our lunch.
Yeah.
We're having wild turkey stew and oven barbecued chicken.
Some leftover chicken, and then tomorrow we'll try the, what was it, bean and ham?
Bean and ham. We'll do the
Bean and ham.
And the chicken that we had left over is from chickens that we raised last year.
Yeah.
So it smells really good. It almost smells smoked in a way. God, it was good.
That's pretty amazing. I mean, you'd never guess that a minute ago it was all dried out. Those freeze dryers are really pretty neat. They're expensive though, but I'd sure like to have one.
Like I said, I looked at them at Burdock's and they're like $2,000.
Boy, that is really good. Wow. That's really good.
So today we're trying the black bean and ham soup. So it's 1 1/3 cups of water. Put it on the stove. I always bring it to a boil. I think that's what we did last time, didn't we?
Yep.
So
It should tear open. You got a little slit in it
I
right
know,
there.
but I can't do it. I have old people hands.
Okay.
Senior hands. I'll rephrase that. 1 year during the fair, I am the flower superintendent, but for what it's worth, I don't judge the flowers, so I entered some of my flowers, and they had category, which was flowers, and you know, you have to put junior, senior, junior, kid, which I can't remember how they do that. And then they have an old and one for seniors. Instead of putting senior down, I just put down old person.
It's easier to spell.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody thought it was funny. Okay.
Okay, so what does this look like? Dark in this room, but well, I'll tell you what, that does not look edible. That looks I don't know what it looks like. It looks,
Almond roca.
yeah, almost like almond roca. It does not look like bean soup. Pretty amazing. Tell you what, that wild turkey stew that he made, that was amazing. I was very, very impressed. This freeze dryer he's got, well, now I want one, but they're about $2,000 to start, and some of them are more than that. They go like from $2,000 to $6,000 for your standard home version. And I got to looking on the computer. You can make them. They're kind of complicated. It's just a vacuum chamber, and it has to be really cold, like 60 below zero. So a lot of folks are using dry ice and alcohol, I believe, to get it cold enough. But I'm going to have to study up on that more, because this is amazing. It doesn't even weigh a third of a pound. I weighed it yesterday. I meant to, well, here, hold on. Okay, so we haven't dumped any out yet. About a third of a pound is all. That would be perfect for backpacking or, you know, hiking or whatever you want to do with it, and hunting. He says he makes these mostly for his hunting camps, but I'm very impressed. They're really good. So as soon as this starts to boil, we'll dump it in there and see what it looks like. Okay.
So my water's starting to starting to boil. So what I did last time is put some in, stirred it around.
Really surprising how quickly it rehydrates or whatever it does. I guess it's dehydrated. It's freeze dried.
See, there's nothing in there. So I did turn down my heat so it doesn't boil over.
I'm not 100% positive, but I think if you were backpacking, I think you can boil water and then dump it right into that bag. Those are pretty heavy-duty plastic bags.
No, actually, they're kind of tiny.
Yeah, they're kind of, I guess they'd be that Mylar stuff, it looks like to me. So what's a spoonful look like now? Well, it doesn't really look like stew yet, but it doesn't take very long. I'm really surprised at how quickly it plumps up. That turkey soup, I would never have guessed that had been freeze dried. It was just as good as fresh made that day.
Well, if I could afford to buy one of these, I would.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. And he was saying that if you store it right, you know, once they're sealed and everything, just keep it somewhere dry and constant temperature, more or less, a closet or something like that, they'll keep up to 25 years. So that's, I mean, the MREs and things, they say it lasts about that long. And so that's basically what you're making. Cindy's got dinner going. She's got some peas and some spuds and a roast in the oven too. This house is pretty poor lighting. I wish you could see this in better light. It's not quite as dark as what it looks on the camera. Well, give her a taste, son.
It looks too hot right now.
Is it too hot? Okay, we gotta let this cool off a little bit.
Well, I'm going to try this now. It looks really good. Yeah,
The bird thinks so.
it is really good. One thing I like about it is it's not salty.
Not salty, yeah.
Yeah. Can't have a lot of salt. And sometimes ham can be really salty too.
And
But
sometimes sometimes the stuff we've done in her dehydrator and stuff too tastes a little salty. And
But this is really good.
Those are good. Really good. Like I say, you'd never guess it'd been dried out or not just brand new, fresh today. Very good. I don't know how long it takes to dehydrate, or well, freeze dry this, but it's really impressive. It's a neat way to preserve food. It would take up a whole lot less space too than canned goods. You could put them all in a box under the bed or something. So anyway, take a look at his channel. It's Idaho Mountain Built. His neighbor lives down the road from me, and like I say, he's just kind of starting this. He doesn't have a lot on there yet. He's got a little bit of freeze-dried stuff. He's got a turkey stew. He's got some other stuff, cooking type things, and he's got a little bit of working with mules so far. But like I say, he's a heck of an outdoorsman. I think he's going to have a lot of neat stuff in there as it goes. YouTube's a little complicated to get started, and he's still trying to figure it out, but I think he's going to get there and do really well. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.